Talk to me.
Um, no, you're good. I mean, you're gonna be good to go. Like if you got it, obviously do it, but make sure that you can
I
market.
don't. I don't. We're waiting on my credit to get to where I can get funding or some type of, well, not a loan, but yeah, so I can get funding to get rolling with him. But he said he's talking with Kane to see what options I have available for me. I just, communication seems to be kind of sparse. You guys are busy. I'm busy over here. Wedding season is picking up. My time is going to be so limited here in the next few weeks. So I'm just trying to get things set in motion and the snowball rolling downhill.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't move just yet, right? Like wait till we obviously get you in that, all we have to do is get the negatives off. Once we get the negatives off, we still stick to the plan like we spoke about before, put you on them heavy trade lines. That way it covers up that utilization, then we send you to the lender. Once you get that bag, then you can start venturing off, but don't venture off right now. There's no guaranteed return in that. If you market your DJ business, you can't guarantee that people are going to book you for their shows, right? You can't guarantee that you know what I mean? Like, or any other type of business that don't have an asset attached to it, right? So let's
Yeah.
get the capital first, get the fleet built, market the fleet because that's a guarantee. You're going to have an asset. Then let's talk about venturing into marketing the other businesses, whatever it may be, your DJ. You might create a fucking blockchain, you know what I mean? Crypto world. I mean,
Actually, that's exactly what this is I have an algorithm trading robot that we're gonna start pushing mass on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. But I've kind of just let it sit because, dude, I got my fingers in so many cookie jars and it's hard to keep shit tracked.
yeah, let's just focus right now. Let's focus on this because this is the most important thing. This is the foundation. The credit is the foundation. And then the capital that you're going to get from us just by being, a part of this community and then our partners, that we have in our network, that's the foundation. And then you can venture off, bro. You know what I mean? Like I go run up a quick 100K. I don't I work and get the 100K. Might put 50 in crypto. You know what I mean? Because that's what I've earned from the assets rather than me. I'm not gonna go, you know, push it if I don't have it. You get what I'm saying?
Of course, of course.
So yeah,
I got another question for you. Nate, can you drop a little bug in what is her name? Chantel, our truest representative on our banking list?
mm-hmm.
I really want to get an account with them. Like I already have an account set up with Chase, American Express, Bank of America, Navy Fed. I have a virtual appointment with PNC next week. So I've got all these banks setting up and going for these LLCs that I'm creating. But Truist is the one bank that they keep declining me. And I'm like, I don't understand what the hell I'm doing wrong.
Okay, yeah. I'll let me text her now. Um, hold on. I have a client.
Just because everything I hear from Kane and from you that Truist is one of your guys' big players, and I definitely don't want to miss out on funding opportunity by not having an account with these guys, even though I'm in Montana. And immediately, as soon as I put in my home address, they're like, nope. So I have had to use the registered agent's address, but I'm freaked out that they're seeing it as a registered agent. And they're like, no way, dude. We know this play. Fuck off.
Yeah. Well, I just wrote her, so I'll probably have an answer on, for that in the next couple of days.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Gina.
Sorry, I had to click the unmute button. Question for you. So I tried to do the Chase account, my Bank of America account, got a letter back stating that I was with somehow still waiting for it to figure out what, but that I was put onto early warning systems or early warning services or whatever. I'm wondering if I should hold off creating my LLC until that piece gets cleared up first, or do I start my LLC sooner than later and have that starting to generate age so that way once early warning systems and my the credit aspect of it gets cleared up and taken care of, that I
Mhm.
already have my LLC generating an age?
Yeah, I would get the LLC because that's obviously nothing to do with the banks. The early warning system is due probably to the credit profile and what's on there. But once
Okay.
that's deleted and cleared, you're going to be able to get into there just fine. and already having the established LLC is only going to look better. You open the account, deposit some money in it, and then at that point, obviously your ducks are in a row because your credit will be good. Your LLC is already established. You go open the account in person or whatever, and then deposit a couple dollars in there, and then that within the next week or so or 2 weeks we'll get you funding. So yeah, definitely still get the LLC regardless.
Okay, and then since I have a Navy Fed, I've been with Navy Fed for 3 or 4 years on the personal side.
Mhm.
Once I get my LLC done, should I go ahead and do a Navy Fed business LL or business account so that way that is already established and creating age to it?
Yes, ma'am. Any banks that you already have, you can already, because you already have established, relationships with all of them. Go ahead
Yeah.
and use that LLC paperwork to open up business accounts with those banks that you currently have. Some people already have banks, credit unions, or whatever. Go ahead and use that LLC for that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Go ahead, Amy. How you doing?
Doing good, Trevor. Thank you.
Cool, for sure.
Okay, so my question is about it's like I keep hearing about the garden and all this other stuff, and
Hmm.
I think that's where I might end up because I'm gonna have to circle the block, right? So
Hmm.
once my credit is fixed, I'm going to have to come back into the mentorship for one of the packages, and
Hmm.
then I guess my question is, are we just going to get funding, like all of the funding at one time, or like how is that all going to work? Like what do you think that how do you think that's going to look?
So I mean, you're not technically going to hit the garden once your credit is fixed. You're going to have the relationships and the sheets to go ahead and go grab a little money anyway. So you could just go get your own funding and then use that to purchase the package. And if that's on the business side, who cares? You can buy whatever package you want, max it out. You know what I mean? Because it's going to your business, not your personal anyway. And then we go ahead and we stack you up with some funding as well. We stack as much as we can once the profile is ready for capital. So we'll hit everybody we can and hit the cars. That way, when you go into the garden, you're in the garden with everything that you want and need. But remember, this is a long-term play. This is longevity, right? That's why I have recurring. That's why I have some of these packages. Basically every package is recurring where you can upgrade and downgrade, but that's so you never have to worry about credit again. We will always dispute for your credit will always be good, right? And you won't have to worry about getting capital again when you're ready for funding again, the second round. Like after the garden phase, we look at stuff, we optimize again, we go to our same lenders and go get more, right? So that's where you get into, your first, time for funding, you may run up to 150, 200,000, whatever it may be. Well, then your second round, you're probably going to double that. You might hit 4 or 500,000. And then you're going to get into, you know, close to 1 million and things like that, three-quarter millions and millions of dollars in funding and capital. Because we're just going back and we're going to keep attacking. This never is never ending. Credit is unlimited. All you have to do is have the profile structured the right way. That's why we keep clients with our packages. And that's why I came up with that strategy in order to keep elevating clients. You're in business, there's going to be slow times, there's going to be bad times. You're going to have missed payments. You might run out of capital and need more. Well, guess what? I'm your source for that. Or you have the materials to do it on your own if you don't want a package, right? Or clients can get the minimum package and just will only do the credit monitoring, and obviously the funding for them. So that'll be something on your end.
Okay, I was just curious because I definitely want to go the done for you route
Mm-hmm.
once I do get some funding.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I'm already multiple. I already have multiple businesses, and so I'm just like trying not to overwhelm myself. But yeah, I definitely just wanted to check in with the garden thing because I was like, wait, am I going to be sitting around like waiting still
Yeah.
after I get this first round of funding? But the way you just prefaced it, it made it sound like, I mean, it makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's the way to do it. That's the ultimate play. This is something that doesn't stop. Like when I'm ready for funding again, I go get more funding and things like that. Like it doesn't when you're optimal and you're ready for capital, you go get more. Or you got right now where our business is to a point where we make a whole lot of cash flow. So I'm not really tripping off the funding because there's nothing I really need at this time. Like I'm not trying to go get more cars. I'm capped. I'm at 37. I'm good where I'm at. And then I work deals for other people and give them basically car deals and instead of having them myself or whatever it may be. I'm operating my business off the capital that I already have. So I'm just working off of cash flow now, but you do have to have both, right? Like you got to have the credit to create the cash flow. Once you pay the credit back, you just operate and live off credit. We're at a point right now to where we just live off of credit. So it's fine. When it's time for more and I say, okay, this is a venture that I want to get into. I need about another 100K. I'll optimize my profile, right? And then I'll go get more. At this point right now, there's some cars that I sent to other hosts, right? And they're not doing the right thing, paying the bills and things like that. And it's to the point to where they want to repo them and I'm not going to pay for it for the client. So I'm basically like, fuck it, come get the car. And then I'm just going to repair the repo off my credit because it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like people can't stress themselves out about people always stress about credit, 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 credit. You can always fix it. It doesn't matter what it is. Bankruptcy is the worst you can get and you can fix it, right? Everything can be fixed. And don't focus on, you have 30 days to make a payment. The credit doesn't know until you're at 30 days late, right? So if a customer is like, man, I'm going to be about a week late on the payment, I'm cool with that because the bureaus don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping off of a late payment as long as it's not 30 days late. 30 days late hits the credit profile. And now that creates more work for us if you're a student or for myself if it's like, damn, like I need to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get capital. I need to work my credit. But yeah, this thing is for life, right? I built this community based. I didn't build a service-based business that only provides a service and it's like, hey, we're done. This is like a community, a family, a network. We're going to keep getting more money together. We're going to keep getting more wealthy together because all the plays and stuff that I'm running and currently doing, I'm just going to give it back to you guys. And then you guys decide if you're going to move forward with them or not. You get what I'm saying?
Yep, got it. Thank you.
100%. Appreciate you, Amy. How you doing, Erica? Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to the call.
I know I was late, but better late than never, right?
Yeah, for sure. How them cars booking out for you? What is it looking like?
We're starting to get slower, but it's okay. I'm not stressing.
Yeah, you got to ask that you're good. If it
I'm chilling right now. I'm just like, okay, but I don't want them in my driveway.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, people usually don't like, oh man, I got like 6 cars sitting outside. But yeah, no, that's the mindset to have. Like, hey,
I only have 2 sitting in my driveway. All the rest are gone, so it's not that big of a deal.
yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure. And then people always book last minute, right? Like I don't look like, damn, I won't look like June and July isn't full because people will book sporadically. So one day them shits will be all gone and shit, right? But as long as we're like at a minimum at least paying the bills, then we know we're good. If we can operate a whole business without using our actual 9 to 5 income or other income that we've been living off of currently, then we're fine. Or
yeah.
before you even do that, all right, I need to liquidate the card. Man, this card didn't make it this month. Let me liquidate, 600 off of this credit card to pay the car note. You can always do that. That's what that capital is there and what that funding is there for to help you. So you can always assist like, damn, if I got 80, 40, 50, 60, $70,000 in funding, I can do the math. Okay, that's at least 2 more years of paying them out. Nobody renting $0. You know what I mean? So you always can flip it that way. But at a minimum, paying the notes with somebody else's money is still a good thing during slow season. But you're gonna pick up. It's the summertime here, and I know where we're at. So I mean,
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely been picking up. Well, not picking up, but slowing down for me on that, like the consistency. I think this weekend I have both cars leaving, and then I think they have one more trip each one, and there's like a lapse of like 2 or 3 days, until I think mid-May.
yeah, but people will book also like last minute, especially I keep last minute booking on. I keep all that shit on because motherfucker, my shit always open. It's always available. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know, how do you do the last minute booking? I don't see anything like that on the app. Maybe it's on the computer.
I don't know. Usually, back when because I done moved away.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not doing that shit no more.
Yeah, I'm all private and private and you know what I mean. Like rent to own is the play,
Oh
but
no, I'm trying to do the private right now. I already had somebody make some business cards and stuff, so I'm gonna go to some body shops and see what some people say.
Like there's like when I scroll, there's like all kind of updates and shit on here because I'm so stuck on just private rent and rent to own. It's the best thing ever. But like it's telling me I have to go to a webinar before I'm off. You know what I mean? Turo is the foundation, right? I want people to understand that Turo is the foundation to build your clientele to move off of that shit, right? That way we can start making the bread. But I would usually vehicle, I guess we're able to go like here. If I click a vehicle, go to it, pricing, location. Let me see. Pricing and discount. I got the 3-day, got the weekly trips, monthly trips. Last minute boost price. Okay, that's that. It may just automatically have it like that for you because I'm not sure if I mean, like I said, I haven't even been fucking with this app.
You changed advance notice to 1 hour.
Yeah, you gotta have to ask the people.
Oh no, I have it set for like 4 hours. I can't get I have 2 other jobs. Like I'm not ready in an hour.
Does it take? See, oh
I'm
yeah,
not
I
ready
did
in an
that
hour.
too. Yeah, I did an
I'm not
hour.
ready in an hour. There's no
I
way.
did an hour for sure because I was looking at like it only takes me in where I was at when I was really booming off that. Even if it was an airport delivery, that's still only 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So an hour was all that I needed. Shit, I'm gonna grab the car, boom, whip it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, if I could do that, sure, why not? But
well,
I
you
should
just
have
gotta
did my
understand
age.
that could hurt your money. Could hurt your pockets. You want to make it all the way available if you're trying to make money. You get what I'm saying? Like, so that's just one of them things, right? And then they get the people like to book last minute, right? They like to come in and man, I'm about to get a car and go somewhere. But like 4 hours is kind of steep, you know. However much time you need to get the car ready, if they're already clean based upon the automations and they're already ready to go for the next guest, it would just be the time of getting it to the location or the pickup at your house and putting the key in it and checking it in. Like that's the way I looked at it. Like how much time do I need to just get it ready? You know?
Yeah. No, I would definitely say if I didn't like, I don't know, I guess would be situational for me because maybe I do have that hour, but it depends on my clients. Like if I'm already with the client, like I can't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be right back and I'm gonna go take care of this car. Like it's not.
Hey, time to get them kids. Hey, look. Hey, this car got to be here.
I know the kids are about to be out of school, so it's gonna be even like better for me too. So I already got it working. Mercedes already she's been helping big time.
I mean, yeah, and then even on top of
We've
that,
been running the cars.
I mean, even on top of that, like if you just lock the car, right? You lock the car and the keys are in however you're doing your play, right? Like it would already be at the location. All I would have to do is go do the check-in and then it's ready to go. Anyway, like I don't have to be there. You know what I mean? You want a 10 a.m. trip tomorrow? Okay, at 8 in the morning on my way to the gym or at 7 a.m. morning, most people don't even change them. They keep it stocked 10 to 10. Like they barely change their dates unless they need it right then and there when they just came in, right? So, I mean, you just gotta, man, you gotta make it all the way available. That's what I do. I mean, but obviously run your play a little bit and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad that goes. Tokes, yep. Yeah.
Okay, so do it for an hour.
Try 2 hours with the hits on, and then
I'm gonna try to do the 2 hours and see what that does for me. But I usually have everybody just clean out the car before they even give it back to me because they're all on the automations now.
so I mean, what else you got to do besides take?
I don't really have to do nothing.
Yeah, so you can really put it on an hour. How far
Yeah.
from the airport?
Yeah, because I'd be like, man, go clean that. Go clean that car, man. Go take it
Yeah.
up and clean it
Yeah,
already.
Yeah, you solid. You're gonna be good. What's up, Tierra? Welcome to the team.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm just here to listen in, get a little sneak peek of what's to come for me soon, I hope.
Oh yeah, you definitely gonna you already you took action. You in there. You in there. You next up. And you don't need a whole lot of. When I was looking at I don't know if the summary actually came out or yet or not, but I'll keep it. But you up next for sure. When you
Oh,
move
that's
forward
gonna
with
be
us,
great, man. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I heard you talking about
I have a
using Turo to build up to something else. I'm definitely would love to build up to just real estate, do some maybe start off with the cars and then shift into real estate, take advantage of these VA loans. I've been learning so much about the VA loans lately. I didn't even know that we could do as much as we could do with them VA loans. I had no idea.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm about to actually get a VA, a loan officer. It's a rep. He does VA loan. He does cash outs. So like you can get cash, your equity in cash. So like if
What?
he does some shit and he approves people for the VA home loan. So, but what I got a meeting. I got to schedule a meeting with him. I met him at the local coffee shop over here. I'd be going to, and then he had already recognized me and knew me offline. He was like, "Man, you do da 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 da." So, because everywhere I go, I wear the brand. So, like,
Of course.
yeah, it put it in
So
this.
are you on the real estate game yet? Or you really just on the cars and the teaching the game piece? Like, do you do any of the real estate stuff?
I mean, I got 2 properties, yeah. But like I'm not like 20, 30 properties in. I got a bunch of cars, right? So I got the cars. The cars is a faster cash play, right? Real estate is
Okay.
long term.
Okay.
The cars is I can run up 10, 20, 30 bands a month easily.
Okay.
Yeah. The real estate is like I'm gonna consistently get 2 to 3K on that house every month for the next year. You know what I mean? That's the long term.
Mm-hmm.
My real estate properties, one's a VA loan, obviously. So
Right. Same. Mine too.
yeah, I rent that whole out, and then my other one obviously is when you get one VA loan, like you have to pay a percentage now because it's not your primary residence. It's basically an investment property is what they call it. So you got to pay the percent down and then do it that way. Then I got some Airbnbs. But
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to get into that game, man. I'm exiting the corporate world.
Yeah, got to.
It's time to
Got
just
to. Corporate don't give a fuck about you, man. Like this is just how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. I see. I mean, you know what I mean. I obviously I used to. I smoke and shit too. Like corporate, you can't do none of that, bro. They frown upon everything, bro. Like corporate's gonna frown upon every single thing. You want to take time off to go be with your kids because they're sick. They frowning upon it. Everything is like some reason on why. You know what I mean? And that's not what life's about. That ain't how this shit's supposed to be, bro. We supposed to
no.
be a generational foundation for our family and to make sure that everybody's winning. I don't want my kids to go to work. Shit. You know what I mean? They gonna own some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, but the real estate, I mean, that game is obviously fire. Like I said, and don't listen to most people when they get into the real estate world. Everybody was taught the wrong way. They were taught like you buy low and sell high. That's not really the play. You actually you buy low, right, as low as possible, and you borrow high, right? So when the market's high and nobody's buying properties, you go borrow. So you go take your equity out in the form of a loan, right? Your HELOCs and shit like that, your loans, and then you go buy more properties, right? You never sell. There's no reason to sell. You never sell.
Well, that's what in my mind too. I'm thinking the same thing. But for me personally, I wouldn't want to sell because I want property in my family. I want to pass property down to my
Yeah,
family.
100%. But people always get caught in the mindset of like, damn, the value done went up, man. I can make a quick 30, 40,000. But bro, that ain't really shit. But you can make that monthly if you get 2, 3, 4, 5 properties. You know what I mean? Like you can easily make that money every month for the rest of your life. And if the values are going to keep going up, your property that's pulling in 5,000 a month is going to now pull in 10. In 10 years from now, it's going to be pulling in 10,000 a month. In another 10 years, it's going to be pulling 20,000 a month. And you have multiple properties that are doing that. But if you sell that property and get off of it, it's over with. Like you took the quick cash and you lost your fucking asset, right? But we're not like no one knows that. Everybody's taught one thing: I'm gonna buy this shit low because the interest rate is low. Oh, my value went up. Market shit. I'm gonna go sell this bitch and make a quick, 50 bands. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna borrow my from my equity that I got in there, and I'm gonna go buy another property, and I'm gonna do the same thing over and over and over again. That's how you get your real estate profile built up. And I just know that from knowledge. I don't have a bunch of properties, right? Got a couple, but I mean, that's just what I do. That's how I do it. You know what I mean? And it works the best for me. What we got? We got some more questions? Let's get into it. We got some more Turo, more credit, funding, LLC. I mean, shit, you can get into real estate, pick the brain, right? Whatever you want. Let's talk about it. I fucking Closed mouths don't get fed. If I know it, I'm gonna tell you what I know. If I don't, I'm gonna get you a resource and get you an answer. Tokes, we're trying to get you ready for Matt's. It's just there's a little bit of complications with the source that we're trying to use, and I'm afraid that if we push you through that source, it's gonna end up paying for another person's debt. You remember I had that sales team and they did some dumb shit over there with AK and them. So I gotta fix some situations over there. And if I push you through that too early, they're gonna push all the bread that you get approved for to the problematic shit. And I don't want that to happen. So that's why it's been a slow process. It's not haven't forgot about you. We haven't been busy or nothing like that. I know what the play is. It's just not a smart move for me to play it that way. So Matt said he's going to figure out something else to make it work. That way you can go ahead and get started with him. I mean, you might be done with the damn credit by then and already.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I just want to get started as soon as possible, or not as soon as possible, but I just want to get started.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that they making some bread over there, bro. Like he knows his shit when it comes to that trading, bro. Like he knows. And if he's not telling y'all, I need to put it out in the SOP to him to make sure that he's first putting you guys on the growth stocks. You guys, before you even start doing options in the trading, I mean, I know you're going to run up a bag over there, but you need to buy the growth stocks because that's the most important foundation for you and your family. And I'll make sure that he's putting that out as well. What else we got? I know it's got to be a credit question, an LLC, a funding question. There's something in there that need to be asked.
I do actually have a question. Do you have a liquidating play? How do we liquidate our credit cards while minimizing the fees that we're going to pay to do so?
All right, so fees, you're just going to have to eat the fees. Always eat the fees, but you can shop around for who has the lowest fees and do it that way. But the easiest way to liquidate credit, well, the easiest way for me, right? How I do it. Y'all, you guys can do it however. The easiest way is one, getting a business owner like myself or somebody, hey, send me a payment link for $3,000. I'm gonna pay it with my credit card. If I trust you, I don't do this just for everybody, right? Because you could fucking charge me back or some shit, right? So 3,000 and I'm gonna use my credit card. Then when you get it, you could just Zelle it, Cash App it to me or whatever. So a business owner, a friend, family, whatever, will send you that link. Then he'll get the cash in his bank account. He'll just Cash App you minus the fees. So of 3,000, if it was 2750, you'll get 2750 back. You know what I mean, off your credit. You could do it that way, or you could buy some shit, right? Use your credit card to buy that shit. On certain businesses will like just ask you for the card back to refund you. You got to figure out which ones. I'll tell you the one I use, but figure out which ones. Like Nike, they just want, if you go into the store, they just want a card, right? They don't know which card you used online or whatever. So you buy the shit online with your credit card. Hey, damn, all this shit was wrong. I did not order black. I ordered white. I need a refund for this shit right here. Then when you go in the store, you give them your debit card back instead of your credit card. So when they refund it, right? Here's the receipt, they refund it to your debit card. You don't give them the credit card back. You give them this one. Hey, this is what I got. This is all I got. Boom. Or there's a site called Rakuten, I think. Let me see. Let me make sure that's the right site because I don't want to tell you guys
That sounds familiar.
I think it is Rakuten or whatever. Rakuten. Yeah, Rakuten. It's a site where you get like promo codes and things like that. This is what I use. I create an account at Rakuten, right? On there, you could buy furniture, which is expensive, right? So you could buy furniture from like a store like At Home or Home Goods or whatever it is. You can order on there. Use your credit card. You're going to not only get points from your credit card, but on the Rakuten, you're going to get points as well. So you're going to double up on this shit. You're going to get the points for your credit card. You're spending that much. Then you're going to get those same points from Rakuten for shopping with them, right? So then you order furniture, bro. Like a couple beds, a couple couches. Maybe it was $8,000 or whatever it is. You use your credit card. You go to At Home or Home Goods or whatever store you chose to shop online with. You go there with you got the receipt. You got your transaction receipt or whatever, printed out or whatever from the website. You go there, and then when you get there, like, this is not what I fucking ordered. I did not order this color. This is the wrong count. All this shit is wrong. I need to just return all this. It doesn't fit in my house. whatever you want to say. I didn't even do the whole, some people get it, take it home, and then bring it. I didn't do none of that. I looked in the store. I was like, bro, I ordered black. I ordered, this is not the right, all this shit is wrong, bro. I need a refund. And then boom, you grab, they'll ask you for the card you use. You just give them the debit card back. Boom, they'll refund it. And now it's in your bank account because they put it on your debit card. Those are the plays that I run. That's how I, well, I mean, before I became a business owner, right now that I have my business, I just can just make myself an invoice and just run it. You know what I mean? But when I was new to the game, right, and I didn't have payment processors and things like that, that's how I had to do it. I'm gonna drop the site inside the chat, and if one of you guys,
that pretty much lines up with what I thought I was gonna do because I own a merchant account with Square for my DJ business, and I was just gonna set up random accounts for clients, get it, clients, ha ha ha, that owe me money, and then just use my credit cards to pay off those accounts, and then transfer them into my personal accounts that I'm trying to build up deposit values with to build that history. So that leads into my next question. Do you see or find that the more money I'm depositing into these LLC bank accounts, the more funding they're going to give me?
yeah, the more, usually the sweet number is 2,500. So if you can get $2,500 into that business bank account, you just let that marinate. I mean, you're gonna get a bag. They like to see that shit. If you put it on direct deposit, you're gonna get a bag. Like, but 2,500 is sweet spot. It don't have to be 2,500. I'm just saying that's the number that they love to see. Especially my partners. If they see 2,500 in there, they're giving you all they can give you right away. So yeah, that's what I would do.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I don't have are you talking about a Porsche Cayenne Totes? I don't have one, but they do good. It's a Porsche and it's an SUV. So, I mean, I don't think, I mean, it should book pretty much wherever you're at. You know what I mean? But I actually don't have, I don't have any Porsches in my fleet at all. I ain't even never thought to buy a Porsche. I've only rode in like one of them. I don't even really like Porsche that much. When you get to like Lamborghinis and McLarens, like Porsche is kind of, you know what I mean? It's different. Tierra, you're gonna get there for sure. How long does it need to sit for? Man, it doesn't matter. You can have it sitting in there for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? That it's gonna like kind of like be the, you know, it could be $200, but it don't have to be 25, right? But $200 can sit in there for 2 weeks or whatever it may be, and then that's gonna put you in the best position possible. But it doesn't have to, right? It's not. They're not gonna be like, damn, but it was only, you know, it was 9 days, so she's not getting 50,000, she's getting 5. It's not like that. Like they're probably gonna give you 43, you know what I mean, or some shit like that. So are you gonna put it back? You putting it back on private rental, on rent to own, or are you gonna list it?
Just Turo. I'm trying to get a second one. That's what I was wondering. They do really well, so I was trying to get a second one.
Yeah, I mean, I figured they would. Like I said, it's the name. It's a Porsche and it's a Cayenne, so it's an SUV. So I mean, it's gonna do well. Damn. Actually, I got a video. My boy had one. I posted it. I'll post that bitch on my story right now. And that shit was like, to be honest, it was looking pretty good in my driveway. I did drive one. And I wasn't lying. I wasn't bluffing or nothing. I wasn't even thinking about. He pulled up in a damn Cayenne and was like, man, let's go run some plays. So shit, let me see if I'm gonna post that shit on my story. You follow me on Instagram or no? You slacking if you don't. If none of you guys and gals,
Yeah, I do.
okay, I was about to say, if none of y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all is slacking because I give it all away on Instagram. Of course, you're gonna probably see some ads and shit like that, right? Like that's just a part of the game. But I give some sauce away on IG. I'll post that hoe now. Let me see. Sitting next to my forget.
That is crazy. You're not following him.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's
Like,
crazy. That's wild.
I get that shit away on IG. Like I give it all away.
I
So
like what you posted earlier, Trevor, on Instagram when you were sitting in your car with the
yeah, and then I
that
gotta talk that shit because man. Sometimes people just need a mindset shift, bro. Like some people just, I don't know. I'd be trying to be super fucking blunt, real as possible on IG. It was really some of my people. I didn't want to call them out, but it was really some of my some of the moms at the my daughter plays softball, right? I be coaching her and shit. And it was really some of the parents talking about like homeschooling and shit. They're like, oh, they use that as an escape route and shit like. And I was just kind of listening. I ain't saying nothing. They probably don't even know I homeschool. I'm pretty sure they don't, or they probably wouldn't be talking like that. But so I kind of had to put that shit out. Like, y'all think that shit, y'all think that school shit sweet, bro. Like, I don't fuck with school at all. And if I could have knew about this type of shit, and if I would have been doing what I'm doing at an earlier, I would have pulled them out way even earlier, bro. Because, bro, I just don't trust the system. I don't trust the teachers, the coach, all that shit you see on TV. I mean, that shit could be anywhere. It could be that them coaches could be messing with your kids, and these school shooters could have came to your school. Like back in Shreveport, man, was always guns being brought to school. Motherfucker brought a grenade to school once. It was an already used grenade, like from his dad was probably like a veteran or some shit. But it, bro, brought a grenade and shit to school. Like, bro, that shit is, yeah, that's it. Official Trevor Calais is my IG. Yep. But like I just can't fuck with it. And when I went to orientation this year, that's really what really got me. Whenever we went to like parent, like when we go see the school and shit, it was just literally like a prison. Like maybe one or two windows in the classroom. You got walking like hallways, just everything reminded me of jail. Probably when I was younger, I didn't think like that because I'm thinking like this is what I'm supposed to go to school and shit. But it'd be the people that complain the most, like they're in college and hate college. So why the fuck are you making your kids go to school? You hate it. You want them to go and do the same shit you do, like, and you're not even happy with what you do. So who the fuck are you to, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be providing a better lifestyle for your children. You're supposed to be making sure that they have a better path, a clearer path of life and how this shit goes. And if you're not doing what's necessary to make it different, then you just setting them up for failure. And that's the honest truth. But people will lie. I mean, people will shift it in any type of way to have an excuse of like why what they're doing is the right thing, but that isn't the right thing, right? Like I didn't give a shit what my mama, none of my family members said about yanking my kids out of school and all the shit that they was talking, and my wife's family and all the shit that they was. I didn't give a shit about none of that. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do, and you can't do nothing about it. Because and then my kids are gonna be like I was saying on my story. My daughter, they know this shit. They know sales calls. I mean, they probably can't go through a whole sales call, right, with objections and shit like that, but they know how to, boom, outreach to a client. Okay, cool. Let me get you into the community. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? Like they understand what hook story offer means. They understand how to have an offer. I'm teaching them like, hey, if you're posting on social media and you're not building an audience, and it does nothing for you, right? Because you don't make a whole lot of money from Insta. I don't make a whole lot of money from Instagram itself, from YouTube itself. You don't make a lot of money from that type of shit. You make money from the audience that you bring in and having a product to sell them. That's the cheat code. That's what you're supposed to have. If you have an offer or a service to provide to your audience, right? Then they can shop and spend money with you. I'll make 50,000 in a day from the audience on social media before I make it from Instagram paying me off views and streams. That shit is light. Like it's like the music industry. So I be on people's necks when it comes to that shit. They like, oh, I can't do this because, man, I just invested in. I became a Wyndham owner. Like so, Wyndham is obviously the hotel place. I became a Wyndham owner, which means I gave them an investment and I can go anywhere in the fucking country, and it's all on my points, bro. And if I book within 30 days, it's half of the points. So I can go to Dubai tomorrow. Me and my family can go to Dubai and it's 35,000 points because I booked it within 30 days. Your normal points will be 75,000. But when you're a business owner and you make money online and you don't have to go to a 9 to 5 and schedule, you can just go. So that's what the fuck we doing now. I'm a Wyndham owner and I got the plug on them last call rooms. So it ain't even, look, check me out. If you guys want vacations, I'm going to post that soon too. But if you want vacations anywhere, I'm talking about Cozumel, the Maldives, like anywhere you could think of. I'm not going to say the nation because the world. You can go to France, you can go to Italy, you can go to, like I said, the Maldives, Bora Bora, anywhere. I got the plug on that shit and I'm able to book it in your guys' name. You can bring as many people as you want. You'll always have a suite, 3 to 4 bedroom, laundry room, kitchen, everything inside your room. It'll be, and I'm gonna obviously hook you guys up on price because I pay a certain price and you guys are gonna pretty much pay my price, right? So that'll be coming soon. It's just not yet. My shit isn't active until July 1st, but after July 1st, man, we're gonna be having motion, bro. I'm gonna be everywhere. You're gonna have to watch the content, keep up with it on social media, and when you're trying to link up on and do some shit, let's do it. Let's go somewhere. Let's go make some money together. Where can I buy a shirt and hat? We don't have the hats yet, but you can actually order the shirts. And I haven't even really launched that shit yet because obviously I'm right now I'm really focused on honing down on the mentees and getting them funded. We sent 15 people in for funding just last week, so people are about to be getting them. Shit, Leo, I think you got sent in for funding, so we about to get a bag. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was you because I put you on the trade line, right? I linked you with the trade line.
Yeah. It hadn't showed up yet, so I don't know yet. So
It's usually like a couple days. I got to get the report date, but I think
okay.
I got to look at the chat. I got to make. You're not the only Leo, right? There's a couple Leos, but I want to say you might have been. Let me just go to your fucking chat now because if the rep is in there, then I know it's there.
Word. Let's do this, baby. I'm ready.
Yeah, here's Shantae. There's the business form. Yeah, you're if you're not already started, you're fucking close. So yeah, but yeah, like we just been pushing. I haven't even really been focused on merch and shit like that. But I'll make a post in the community tier. That way you can grab the shirts. They fire, bro. They all of them fit good. They nice. And then the fucking logo is just the logo is just dope. Let's go hustle, bro. What you be doing? Shit, I be hustling. Doesn't matter what you do. You hustling Turo, you hustling credit, you hustling music, you hustle whatever it is. I'm fucking hustling, bro. We trying to get this bag. So I'm definitely gonna be pushing those t-shirts out and you know hoodies and hats and shit like that as well because this isn't just a business, a brand, right? We about to crank this shit up. Are you a producer, musician? Yeah, Tyson. Tiara actually, I don't know if he was asking me or Tiara, but Tiara she's in the music industry pretty heavy. So and she's linked up with a lot of people in the music industry. So she's a pretty good connection, a good plug for that. Perfect credit deposits, payback credit, at history, boom. Yep. What else we got? Any other questions? I mean, I'm not cutting y'all short or nothing. I'm just asking while I'm reading the chat. Yeah, Tiara got that motion. She knows Zaytoven and all that shit. I don't know if any of y'all know who Zaytoven is, but a super producer. You know what I mean? She know a lot of people in the game, so that's a good affiliate to, you know, link with and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, we got anything else? We got any other questions? No LLC questions, no like I said, no funding questions, no Turo, private rental. Private rental's the play. I had another client hit me today, wrote me in the DMs. I said, put it in school, bro. Put the shit in wins in the school. Nobody's going to know your experience or nobody's going to know how you're winning if you're not putting it in the wins and showing the shit, right? It's not a boasting and bragging type of thing. It's a like, hey, I fucking am an action taker and I'm winning and I'm providing financial freedom for my family. So I need to show you guys this is what I'm doing. He wrote me today and he was like, man, I appreciate the private rental play. He one car made like 1,500, and his other car is already closing in on 1,000. So that's already 2,500 in a month, right? Like, and that's only with 2 cars, you know. So you got to do the math: 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? The numbers don't lie. Remember, I tell you guys that the numbers don't lie. So do the math, build your fleet, do the math, and say, damn, I've been profiting 500 here, 300 there, 800 here, 900 here. Shit, numbers is lining up. My bills ain't but 5,000. The cars are paying for my bills. Now I can just chill and work. Let the cars keep making money. Let me chill and work. Get the guaranteed money. The private rental is the play. I tell you guys time and time again, bro, private rental is the fucking play. Stay on Turo because that's the foundation. Like I say, don't shy away from that. Build the clientele up. Get them off of that Turo platform. I mean, it could be the second, third trip, first trip even. Like, hey, check this out. Man, I'm not even trying to hit you for them Turo fees or whatever. Anytime you want to rent from me, you can rent from me privately. All you need is a license. You got license because you booked on Turo. You got insurance on your car. Okay, you got insurance. I just need your license and your insurance, bro. You can just slide me shit, cash at me. Oh, you want to take it for 3 days until they become like a rent-to-own client on a monthly. You can hit them. You just beat Turo. So if Turo was charging them 700, like, look, man, I'll do it. Man, I'll do it for 500. You getting all that. You getting the whole 5-piece. So on depending on how long their trip was or whatever. So that's always the play. Build the clientele, get some reputable people in there, cover your assets, and run that play. That's the best play. But Turo,
question for you. Sorry.
Go ahead, Gina.
I was just going to say, so I know that you're talking about, the rent private, and that's more towards the Turo part of it. What do you have any feelings on the Airbnb side? Like, instead of doing an Airbnb, like getting a house and then renting the house out and doing it that way, or like a fourplex. Like right now, I live in a fourplex. I hate it, by the way, but anyways, I live in a fourplex, and so do you think that like getting that and renting it out as like actual renters, or would you stay on the Airbnb side?
I mean, it's always good to go guarantee money. Like,
okay.
That's a rule of thumb. Go guarantee money long. If I can get somebody to sign a year contract on house, it don't matter what it is, but if they're going to sign a year contract and I'm profiting, I'm taking it.
Okay.
But I'm not, like I said, consistency is the most important thing for me right now. I have a lot going on, but sometimes it's about always making money. But now I know, okay, it works. The numbers are there. It works. So damn, I'm literally gonna profit, 500 every single month for the next year. I'm solid. I ain't gotta worry about that. Now let me do it again. Boom. Do it again. So quick, fast, long, big money, right? Then you can stick to Airbnb side, or like I said, Turo side. But if one of them starts falling, if it's like Airbnb, like this bitch ain't hitting, this bitch ain't booking nothing, fucking try to find a renter. You know what I mean? They didn't get somebody long term. If your numbers wasn't making sense on Turo, fuck, I gotta go private, bro. It just ain't making the numbers. It ain't making the money it was supposed to. Or Airbnb, it ain't making money it was supposed to. Man, I'm gonna just go ahead and find a renter, post it on social media, pay a marketing team, put it on Zillow, whatever, to get somebody in it and rent it out.
Yeah, because the town that I live in is very much, I mean, it's normal people too, but it's very much a college town. And so that's where, even with me moving up here and trying to get into a place myself, like it was hard to be trying to, like not hustle, but just getting a place aside from the college kids. You got one person living in a place that I've got a 2-bedroom where it's like, why would they want to rent it out to me when they can rent it out to 2 kids at the same time? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just thinking, like, some of the places that I've seen around town are multiple bedroom houses where I'm like, okay, that would be perfect for obviously multiple students, and then have a little bit of a lull in the summertime when the students have gone back to their hometowns or whatever. But even in the summertime, we still have a good presence of the college kids that are here. They don't always leave during the summertime. So that's why I'm thinking to do the long-term rentals instead of going the Airbnb portion of it.
I would just roll with it and see which one hits harder. Just make sure you're profiting on every aspect of things. You know what I mean? I would start out with the big money. Big money is going to be Airbnb because it might roll, right? Then you can even go like, hey, I do midterm leases. So 3 to 6 months, 3 to 9 month leases. And then if that's not hitting for you, say, okay, well, hey, now I'm looking for a permanent resident for the next year. You gotta work with it. It's not, no business is ever like, hey, this is what it is, and it's always going to be that, right? Like, but people do get confused and feel that way. They're like, oh, well, Airbnb. I'm not adjusting. I'm not monetizing. I'm not trying to make it better. I'm not doing anything with my prices. I'm just Airbnb. Oh, Airbnb fucking sucks. I sold my unit. Nigga, you didn't do anything. You didn't even try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
For sure. Cardi B, I just seen your question, G. It's not a dumb question at all. To set up the profile and the business name, all I did was change my profile picture to my logo. My name wasn't Trevor Calais, it's TMC Lux Management. And then in the bio, obviously I chat GPT'd it and I said, hey, make this, appear as a business's. I gave it my information. You know how to work chat GPT. You just work your thing and then have them do it that way. And then chat GPT should spit out a professional business bio that relates to you.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you going back to that. I thought it was just going to be answered by the chat, honestly, because everybody seems experienced. So,
no,
but I appreciate you coming back to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had lost it. I remember it seeing this is dumb, but the chat started filling up, so it got lost. But yeah, that's how you do it, bro. Just change that, change the name, and then from there, people like I'm not renting from Cardi B. I'm renting from a business, right? And they're gonna try to treat that asset with a little bit more respect. At least we want to say, right?
Right.
When you converse with your clients through the Turo chat, always. I used to always act like I was Turo. I'm with Turo. They were never talking to me because the motherfucker might be scared to burn Turo up. They might be scared to, destroy Turo's property or whatever it may be. So I would always act like basically a virtual assistant for me, which is TMC Lux Management. This business, I was actually Turo's virtual assistant. They weren't hitting up Trevor. It'd be like, okay, our reps will have your vehicle ready. Okay, our reps at Turo reported that the vehicle was turned in dirty. Is this true? Yeah. And then I text them, yeah, yo, this is Trevor. My team over there said the vehicle was dirty, bro. It's usually 150. I can avoid getting you banned on Turo by just, you send me 100 on Cash App and we'll take care of it. Or, I'm gonna just report you to Turo. You'll probably be banned and can't never rent again, and then you're gonna have to deal with them. So usually they'll be like, "No, man, I just didn't have time. Here go 100. Send 100. I go take it to the $25 cleaner. I'm pocketing 75.
Yeah, that's a good angle for sure.
Yeah. Always speak to the clients from that angle. Never you. Always the business.
Right. Okay. Don't keep it personal for sure.
For sure.
I was also gonna ask you. I know you do the private rental stuff, and I was gonna say, I know I guess not having 6 cars on credit or paying that on lease is probably not the best thing. So not having everything on credit, right? So would you suggest also pay, if you got the liquidity to pay cash on some cars less than 10,000 and then you private rent it, would that be a good play too?
Yeah, if you can, if you're liquid and you can buy some cash cars, they're always going to be profitable. Whether it's on Turo, it's already paid off. So whether it's on Turo, private rental, rent to own, or whatever, it's always going to be profitable. So cash cars is the play. You just got to watch the years and the mileage. So usually them cash cars that are cheap, they're high in mileage. So you can't put it on Turo. I think if it's more than 120,000, and then if it's outside of 12 years, so you just got to watch that. But if you find a steal, I mean, yeah, you can always run that play. I mean.
Well, I was thinking that mostly for private rental. I wasn't even really thinking about pushing it on Turo. And then on top of that, I was also thinking about getting maybe my auction license, so I could go to auctions and buy up.
Yeah, I mean that's all. I mean, you could do that. I mean, yeah, all that shit's gonna be really good. Whichever route you take on the cash car is always gonna be good, regardless. Because everything is profit. It's back end. You paying your credit back, right? But it's all back end.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's all I really had, honestly. And to be honest with you, I've been chilling on the credit thing for a little bit because I've been trying to get the timing into the accounts and everything like that. But to be honest with you, I might have to reattack that funding situation.
Shit, let's get it. You already know the play. You already know how we rocking. So you're already in there, right? So you're already in the community. I got to look at, I think at the time that you came, it was a little bit different with now we got packages, but I'll work something with you compared to what you did pay to move forward. Because I know yours was, you wanted to do, you were only doing it a certain way. Or if that was already paid, right, we'll work something out. Just hit me in the Discord, right? Tag me and say, hey, this is what I paid. And I can work something out for you to make sure we can get everything you in there in optimization. As long as your identity IQ is rolling, my team is going to dispute. My agreement is with them on that, bro. You guys never have to, as long as you guys got identity IQ rolling, if you can afford the $30 a month for the rest of your life, you will have good credit for the rest of your life. That's the cheat code. I want everybody to know that. The people who call, you have to call to cancel identity IQ. So we know you did it because you can't cancel it unless you call them. So people be like, man, I didn't cancel it. Like, motherfucker, you got to call to cancel. So you did cancel, right? And then, or if the money that card is tapped, and then obviously they can't charge you, right? So, but as long as you're paying for that, we will always dispute on your behalf, right? So, it's a little glitch I wanted you guys to know, and I wanted you guys to understand. Everything else when it comes to like cleaning, those are when you're in the packages, right? Once you've already moved forward with us, you pay for a package. As long as you're paying that $30 a month, shit, go get a repo, we gonna clean it. Go get, you know what I mean? Go get in debt, we gonna fix it. Yeah, that's what you already paid for. It's shit for a lifetime.
Appreciate the foundation you bring for our businesses, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure, Cardi. Like I said, I appreciate you, bro. I mean, just trying to spread it, bro. I gotta spread it, spread the knowledge, spread the wealth, bro. I do care about obviously all of my mentees and all of you on this call and stuff like that. But I really care about your guys' kids, bro. I care about the next generation. I care about the people coming up, right? Like shit is crazy out here. And when I got high school, family members that are like, damn, man, I got me a job. And I'm like, where? They're like, Smoothie King. I'm like, nigga, really? Like Smoothie King, bro? Like, what are you going to pay with that? You can't even get into your own apartment or nothing, bro. So I really be caring about y'all's children, bro. I want everybody's children to be wealthy. And if you follow the blueprints that I'll be giving, you're going to be wealthy and your children are going to be wealthy. And that's why I set it up like this, because like I said, we weren't taught it. I wasn't taught it. And if you guys move forward with us, y'all weren't taught it. So that's why you're here. So we got to keep teaching it. We got to keep it going. I want this group to be 20, 30,000 members and we just changing lives. That's how this shit's supposed to be. You are brought here to give back. You are brought here to take care of other people. Everywhere I go, it's either, depending on the service, it's either 15 or a 20% tip. Every single time. I do not care because you are supposed to do that. You are supposed to give back. If it's a donation and it's a true donation, because I know I'm a hustler. I grew up a hustler. I know who's really getting donations and scamming and who really not. I'm donating every time just because that's what you're supposed to do, right? I don't ask no question. If the homeless man at the gas station wants a couple dollars and he about to go buy a beer, I'll give him a couple dollars. I don't care. Like I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do to be a normal stand-up guy. You know what I mean? A product of my environment, right?
Yeah, I feel that for sure. I do that same shit with my retirement, with the army retirement. I'm so blessed to get it. Like I call it tithing. I don't go to church, or anything, but I pray and all of that. But I call it tithing, just helping folks out because you never know. You change somebody's world. You said, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I'm the same way. I call it tithing. I don't go to a lot of church. I'm just like you, same. Like I don't go to a lot of church. I believe in God. I believe in the word, right? I believe in what I'm supposed to do, tithing and taking care of people, being a good role model, good father, good husband, shit like that, right? That's the stuff that I value and focus on because I always know when my business is successful, it's because of that. I feel like, damn, I took care of that person, so I'm gonna do good this month in business. I took care of them, I'm gonna do good. You know what I mean? And if I don't do good, if it's a setback, I adjust and try to figure out what's going on and how I can better my life to do that stuff, right? So I'm the same exact way. Like God's tatted on me. I mean, I got that shit tatted and stuff, but I'm not in the church every Sunday. But I know what I'm supposed to do. I know how to be a good person. That's all he really wants. He just wants you to be a good person. That's it.
Exactly. It's worked out so far. Shit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What else we got? We got anything? I'll probably answer one more question. I see it's already 10 over. I did my deed, right? I was banned as a driver on Turo about 2 years ago. What is present a problem for me? It may not affect you on the host side, but Turo has went through a lot of training and shit like that. But you can use some people got
I can use an alias or something. Okay, so we can figure that out. All right, cool.
Family member. All they want is a driver's license. Like, bro, I am I can get all that.
I'm about to get my Florida driver's license too, so it'll be a different license anyway. So maybe
Yeah.
that'll.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I
cool.
was gonna say. Like there's loopholes, right? We just gotta
Okay.
I gotta see to know the loophole, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm
That's
that
what I
type
figured
of
I would
person.
ask. All right, cool.
Yeah, for sure. Can we refer to you? Yes. You can refer people. You send clients my way. They move forward with us. I give you a 10%. Like if they got to come through and then we got to put them on the sales call, they got to talk to a setter, get nurtured. If they're like, we're already working them for 2 weeks before they move forward, then I mean, there's not really a lot of wiggle room there. But if you've already basically closed the deal, hey, this person's ready to go, hop on a call with them and secure the bag, then you're going to get 10% of whatever package they choose. So if they choose the recruit, you'll get $175. If they choose warrior, you're going to get $450. If they choose champion, you're going to get $750. And if they choose obviously legendary, you're going to get $2,000. So yeah, I'm always giving back to people who, you know what I mean, put stuff into effect, because if you're working, spreading my good deed out to people that you care about, that you want to elevate, like, hey, I would do this. It's changed my life. It's given me the direction that I need. It's put me on the path that I need to be on. They take credit card. If you got the limit, availability, pay it, do it. Trust me, boom, boom, boom. You already did that. All I got to do is get on the call, kind of explain how everything works. You're getting paid, bro. That's how it works. But you can't like invite somebody to school and then they go through the community, then they go through everything and then be like, oh, I sent them. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, this got to be your play, right? Like, you put me in a group text or tell me in Discord, hey, what's your number? I got somebody that wants to move forward. I'll give you the number. We'll get in a group text and we'll talk in the group text and boom. I got clients that do that all the time. I mean, people start group text with me on my phone all the time. They're like, hey, this person wants to, I talk in there. We run it, boom, they move forward, I get you paid. And if they don't want a package, if they want some special shit, they only want this or that, I'll even work that kind of stuff out for people. That way everybody can make some money. But yeah, I'm open to share this stuff with my sons. Definitely share family. That's everybody should be double dipping. You got a wife or a husband, a spouse, double dip. Run the play with them too, because that's if you're getting 200K in funding, your spouse gets 200K in funding. Now you got 400K in funding, right? I got couples deals too. So family members that you want to run the bag up with. I mean, you got 2, 3 sons, all y'all getting the money. All y'all got businesses. All of y'all are like, fuck a job, 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing, right? You're supposed to be spreading that. Or they can just get the minimum. If you've already gotten a package like the warrior or the champion, building out the business, you could just start them out on the recruit. That way their credit and all that foundation is in line. And if you've learned what you've learned through the materials, y'all can just run the plays on your own, because I give you all the access to everything that we do, right? We only really pay when we're doing it for you. Or you can do it that way. Like, there's plenty of options to this shit. I definitely want everybody to know about and everybody to win, right? Yep, yeah, that's solid, Gina. Tell him thanks and you thank you as well. I did get her in the community, but didn't know you had that. Yeah, you can still invite people to the community, right? But like, they would literally have to, you know, it's just a little hard to track that. I get over 100 members every single day. When I turned the ads were off for a while, I needed to let it die down. It was just too much motion, but I turned them back on and we're already getting like 100, 150 members a day. So it's hard for me to keep up with and track. Like, unless they're saying, hey, Tyson Kronk sent me, he made me make this decision, it's hard for me to track. So it's better to do it that way, because I got a bunch of people, I got partners to pay, right? Setters, I got closers, I got marketing, I got, you know, my email blast campaign people, I got my credit partners, my funding partners, I got all my people that I need to make sure are winning. Something will get lost, right? So the easiest way is the way I explained it, but there's nothing wrong with what you did. They're in there, they're going to learn. You've already changed their life by inviting them in there. You just got to make sure that they're active. Like, you know how much you missed when you weren't active, Tyson. I'm pretty sure you're a prime example of, like, you were in there, boom, 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 went away for a bit. Now you back in. Now we're locked in. Like, the value and stuff that you can miss not being active in there can hurt you. You should check your shit every day. Every day there might be a new game out, new value out, a new promotion out, a new reward going out. Shit, you know what I mean? So we got to show that. But yeah, look, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming. Like I said, every single time. I hope all of you are super blessed. Man, you have a prosperous rest of the week, rest of the month, rest of the year, rest of the life. I definitely want to see each and every one of you on this call winning. Some people are going to be faster than others because of certain profiles, right? Certain foundations need to be built differently. So people are going to be ahead. Some people are going to be behind. But you 100% all will win on this call. You all will gain knowledge that you need. You all will have a good credit profile. You all will have capital, and I will build all of your guys' businesses. I'm going to make sure you guys do not fail. I'm going to make sure that you guys are mentored and have all the tools and knowledge that you need to be successful. So I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Many blessings, and I will see you all next week. Much love.
Thank you. See ya.
Word, good looks.
Yes, sir.